Hello, freak bitches. I've talked. That story is crazy. I was telling a friend of mine about it. The story of you were in Alberta and you shot an elk and these wolves circled the elk.
Yeah.
How many wolves were there?
Well, at first there was just the one. The one came in, and the one came in on us, and that's one I do want to say off the beginning. One thing that I always do as a hunter is I always buy a predator tag if it's available. If I know that I can get that I can buy a tag for coyotes or wolves, I always have one in my pocket because you do see, they're out there, and they're out there way more now. And this is an exact reason why you got to do it, because literally we had an elk down, and next thing you know, we're out there kind of, getting it ready to to cut it up and stuff and get it out of there. And all of a sudden this big wolf comes in, and I had spotted it and we weren't really being noisy. So I ended up shooting that wolf, and it kind of went off, and with a bow, there's no noise. So what we didn't realize was there was a pack there, and that was actually, it was an alpha female, is because of the size of it. I mean, you saw the size of it.
Yeah.
It's as big as me, and it actually went off. And then we kind of thought, well, that was freaking freaky. Well, then about 20 minutes later, all of a sudden we see another one, and we see another one, and we're kind of like, holy crap. So we start moving into this draw, and one of them was like making like a noise, almost like it was injured or something. It was like whimpering. So we're like, what is the deal? So we were on high ground with the elk, and then we started moving down into this ravine because we saw the wolves down in there. And next thing you know, we get down in there, and I start looking around, and there's like hair on the trees. There's like, it looked like that movie Into the Gray.
The Gray.
That's exactly what it looked like.
The Liam Neeson movie.
There was
right?
like freaking hairy turds everywhere. It was just, there was like beds. There was hair rubbed on the trees. And I start looking around. There's like holes dug in. And I'm like, I literally look at my two buddies that were there with me, and I said, we're right in their freaking den. And I think that elk was not too far,